Hello everyone. So today we are going to talk about what I'm going to read, and my goal with this is hoping that some of you may read the book or can tell me something about it, or maybe to give some to read along with someone or something like that. I know that I don't read as much as the books that usually YouTubers talk, the normal books that come out this month or something like that. I don't feel the need to follow that trend. Um, and yeah, I did a bit different this kind of July. So I'm I'm going on my holidays for 15 days. So I think I can read a bit more. So my goal here was to I did something different with this book. So what I did was I started today two anthologies, and I'm going to read one short story each day from each of these um, authors. One is Cold Comfort by Marianne Albert. This is a very small book, 140 pages. Um, yeah, it's from Cross Macabre Inc. Books. And the second one is The Gravedigger's Tale, Fables of Horror by Simon Clark. Very glossy. And my goal is to read one short story from each one and see how it goes. After ending these two anthologies, if you can call it that, I have goal, and I'm trying to find it. I have here another one, another two to read, which is going to be Lansdale, story inspiring Lovecraft. This is the In the Mad Mountains, and Conan the Barbarian, the first book published back when Sprague and Lynn Carter was doing the compilation of all stories from Robert E. Howard. They published a lot of books, and my goal is to read one book, this book in this month. As these are short stories, as you can see there, they are short stories. My goal is to read a short story again per day, and at the same time or in between. I don't know. It depends how big these short stories are. I didn't check it doing this. Now, in terms of the goals for the books, well, I did choose 10 books. I don't think they are too much. I've divided them like my goal is to read, as previous months are, 100 pages per day. For example, yesterday was Sunday and I could read 200 pages, which is amazing for me. I had to concentrate, but I did it. And so I did something new here. I tried something, a method, and I don't know if I'm going to stick it. So basically, as you can see, they have all of these things. I don't know what they call it, and like this. And my goal is to I've put it in all books, and basically I can read this book in 2 days. So it's divided in 100 pages one side, the other page, and so on. My goal is to read again 30 days, and these are the books I'm going to read. Well, I'm going to try to read. Let's start. I'm going to try to divide a bit or what I'm going to read. So we've got the first one. This is not in the order I'm going to read them, but this is the first one. I'm going to show you. It's Legion by Dan Abbott. This is the seventh book on the Horus Heresy series. Um, I've been enjoying a lot on this series, and Dan Abbott is probably one of the most famous writers. Well, it's the most famous writer in the Warhammer world, and this book had some innovations. I'm not going to spoil. I don't know if you can call it spoil. This book is from 2008, so whatever. But basically, of course, I know some spoilers because unfortunately, this book is 50, almost 20 years. But yeah, he did something different and new and gave something totally unexpected in terms of Primarchs from this Legion, Alpha Legion. So yeah, it's I'm really expecting to read this again, divided in slots. Since these books Warhammer, I don't read them as much, for example, as a thriller. So in Warhammer, I put 80 pages each time. For example, let me show you a thriller. This is a thriller, The Ancient Code by T.S. Falk, and this one again, since it's a thriller, it's fast-paced written. I give it 125 pages, so goal is like that. This is a thriller which I'm currently on the mood to read fast-paced stuff. I don't know why, but it's my thing. And this is a thriller on the same vein of James Rollins or other Dan Habits, but most focus on the mythologies and discoveries and something like that. Um, so let me just give a brief introduction. After barely escaped from his last project alive, Professor Elliot Brand went to spend a few calm months lecturing in London, but when a billionaire presents him the perfect mystery he can't resist and soon finds himself in the dangerous world of Nepalese spies, ancient ruins, and truth about humanity that might change the world forever or end it. This one is the first book on the series. I believe there are 8 or 9 books in, I don't know. I only got this one. The second thriller I bought was, well, I bought not, I'm to read this Darknet by John R. Little. This one is published by Jordan Stone, and is When Everything is Anonymous, Who Can You Trust? So again, fast-paced book, high hoping. So yeah, this book is from 2014. So yeah, it's the first book I'm going to read about this author, and this is the first book I'm going to read about this author as well. Now, 2 more thrillers. The first one is going to be A.G. Riddle. This is the first book I'm reading. I'm really waiting to read this. I bought a couple of from him. This is called Antarctica Station, and he's in Antarctica, a groundbreaking experiment will change everything. This is a solo novel. He has like 2 trilogies plus a couple of solo novels, and this is a fast-paced thriller. That's how I've heard, and I got a lot of good reviews of his novel, so I wanted to try this one. So this is Antarctica Station. Next one. This is more a bridge of. This is also a thriller. This is Warden Cliff. I don't know. Paul F. Wilson. This is the first book I'm going to read about from this author within that universe, and the secret history of the world, which encompasses 40 novels, something like that. And this is the first time I'm going to read it. I don't know if I'm going to enjoy. Let's hope so. Then, in terms of thriller / horror, we've got The Watchers by M. White, Shine, White. I Am Shine, which is I bought this. I had this on my wish list, and one time I was browsing, I don't know, Netflix or something like that, and I found this movie, and I watched the movie. At that time, I didn't connect one to the other. Sometimes after, when I was going to my wish list, I saw this and whoa, this is the movie I just watched. So yeah, I bought it, and I know that there is a sequel, which probably won't be. At least as far as I know, there is no plans to do the second movie. But I enjoyed the movie, and I really enjoyed the history behind the about this world. It's like some other people are connected to it, so it's like organization. It reminded me a bit of SCP file, something like that. So yeah, eagerly waiting for this. Now, or we've got The Painted Darkness by Brian James Freeman. This guy is within the publisher of the Leviathan Press publications. He published a lot of books, and I've got several down here. And this is the first book I bought from him. I never read anything by him, but I know that he published a lot, but mostly chapbooks or short stories, novellas, something like that. I don't think he already published a full-length novel. If he did, I don't know. Okay, maybe I'm mistaken, but as far as Amazon and Fantastic and where I saw the books he has, it didn't seem that he had like a novel. But this one sounded cool, so I bought it. Not going to read, there is a lot to read, but basically it's a story about a monster in the cellar or something like that, and yeah, there's stuff with painting. I expect something a bit different from normal slasher books. Talking about slashers, maybe this one is more slasher. This is the second novel and clan novel, the Chimichi by Eric Griffin. This is the second novel on the series. I read the first a couple of months ago, and I've been putting this back in my reading plans, but this is the correct time to read it. More, we've got Robert McMahon and The Border. This is a sci-fi horror novel, post-apocalyptic stuff. This book is very big for me to read, 500 pages, so it's going to be a challenge, but I'm going to read throughout this month, I have no doubts. And this book is remind me a bit of Song or something like that, in that vein. So basically, you've got a couple of monsters that are fighting, and they basically destroy, or the earth is their battleground. So basically, yeah. So let's see. At least the characters, they seems like a Swamp Song. There is like the child and so on. Well, very similar. Instead of a girl is a boy. I don't know. Then I'm going to finish finally Jeremy Ramson Refuge. This is a compilation of 5 novellas written by several different writers. I've read the 2 first novellas, and I really enjoyed. So my goal is to read the 3 next. So yeah, this is my goal, to finish this book as well. And finally, Mind's Horizon by Eric Malankite. And this is also a post-apocalyptic scenario where the earth is freezing, and basically a civilization is gone, and they have to survive this kind of post-apocalyptic scenario, but there are monsters and humans and experiments and so on. I'm really looking forward for this one. This one was also published in 2019, then it was republished by Macabre Inc. I'm not sponsored by them, but I'm really enjoying what Macabre Inc. is doing here on the books. And let me just show you, because I'm currently reading, I started today, so I'm already shitting, because I started this on the 30th of June, and it's Slash Viver, a book by 2 authors, which I'm going to butcher their names, is Steven Kozniewski and Stevie Koppas. And this is, so far I'm really enjoying them. Page 50, and it's about the America is gone, basically destroyed in the nuclear war, and there are survivors try to survive, and they made like a television show. Don't know how they do this, and people are thrown there into this game, and they have to survive, and they have killers that they are called the slashers, and they are trying to kill the people. It's very cool. I really enjoyed the main character so far, Dawn. So I'm really enjoying it. I read 50 pages, so it's very good. Then, just to know if I read all of these, or maybe in between, if I want to switch again, I've chosen 3 novels which are very, very small, to read in between. 3, no, 5. And they are Welcome to Punktown by Jeffrey Thomas. These are like very small 70 pages. They are a collection of three short stories. The second one is Alien Space Tentacle stuff. This is also 100 pages, so yeah. And we have got James A. Moore, Run Like Hell, Dear Diary. And this one is very cool because it's just basically one chapter. This has interior illustrations. Very cool. There's a special edition that I know. Probably even better, but this one is look very good. These illustrations. And finally, it's called. Wait, sorry. I've chosen one here, but I'm not going to read it probably. And it's Strange Houses by Uketsu. The author is this one. Yeah. So basically, this is a story. And what time I think that I can read this in one go because the story is like conversations and so on. Then they're like debating about the house, and all throughout the novel there are designs about the houses. So yeah, Japanese horror is kind of different, you know. I really enjoy watching the movies from Japanese horror, and so I'm eagerly waiting for to read this one. I bought this and the other one, which is Strange Pictures, and it's logged as kind of horror Lovecraftian mystery novel. So yeah, so basically we've got here 14 novels to read, or more, 16 with the anthologies, 16, yeah. So let's see if I can do it again. I'm really trying my best to change my reading habits because computer is not computer but Facebooks, Reddit, and so on. They take a lot of our time, and sometimes people can't read it as much. So yeah, I'm eagerly waiting to read all of this. If you want to read something or if you want to suggest something, please let me know. Thank you so much and have a pleasant July.